Same dress, different day. Okay. It's Sunday. I'm not working today because my window got crashed into. Everybody's fine. I'm drinking tea that DJ bought. Take this moment for you, it says. So I've been sipping and I'm at the bottom and I need to go get another cup. Yep. Austin, Texas. The live music capital. Gotta love it. Traveler's choice. Satisfaction guaranteed. Anyway, this is Bigelow Peak Energy Black Tea. I love black tea. I buy the Earl Grey black tea, Bigelow black tea, green tea, all that good stuff. But this is the one that DJ bought. Plus extra L-theanine and caffeine. Sports sustain clarity and focus. I need it. I was ready to go to work. I'm dressed to go to work. But can't drive down the street and get a ticket because glass is all whatever and I can't see and there's too much construction, so we have an appointment to get that fixed tomorrow. Yay! $400 something. Yeah. So Dallas finally lived up to be Dallas. Since we've been here since 2008, it is now 2025. Nothing has ever happened like that. Any criminal behavior we've been living on easy peasy peace street, and now we had a little incident. But the only thing I was worried about and still kind of scared about, I've been sitting here in shock because nothing happened to my baby, thank God. And that is always my worry, that something's going to happen to my children. I'm a mother. We all worry. And I woke up in the middle of the night hoping he was okay. He didn't text me, say he was on his way, blah, 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 whatever. I was looking at it online, nothing. I was like, stop worrying about it. He always comes home. He's safe. I don't know why we're so blessed, but we have not had any problems, blah, blah, blah. Coax myself back to sleep. And then that. But again, it's nothing. It's a thing. It happens. So I'm not worried because my baby's okay. And that's the most important thing ever. So it is about, what time is it? Literally 2:25 in the afternoon. So what have I been doing other than being in shock and reading and doing some art journaling for my some ideas for a different graphic novel. I'm only working on two. I have to give myself some limits art-wise because I'll be thinking about 1,000,001 projects. And what happened to my art show, I'm putting it off until next summer, or actually spring. Maybe summer. I don't know. It depends on how long it takes me to finish this quilt while working and possibly moving and living in 2 different places. Because I'm not giving up Dallas-Fort Worth, okay? So, but I might move to another state. That's very close, obviously. So I can stay and keep my job. Anyway, I've been just working on my second idea of graphic novel that I'm pinning down and trying to stay focused on, right? So I got this, which I think I showed before, but I didn't talk about it in detail, and I won't today, I guess, maybe, I don't know. $11.49 sketch, it says, 125 pages, 70 pound, 6 inch by 9.5 inch, so it's very small in comparison to the art sketch books that I have in my room that my other art is, and the first graphic novel that is sticking, and it's War on Angels, and that one's in my room with the bigger sketch. But then I thought I need to dim it, make it smaller. Like this size is kind of like a book size, right? So I'm trying to test my hand to basically train my hand to do smaller, which I've done this before on one of my bigger sketch pads. the like 24 by 30 or whatever, some big ones, and the 18 by whatevers. And so I just drew like little squares for the graphic novel and the dialogue and all that good stuff. So instead of using my big old, sketch books, I thought, let me fill up one of these for each, kind of like a rough draft and all the ideas for just one story. And read this through, look at the art. The art is not fantastic. It's just, these are ideas of how my story is going to go and what I want the people to look like, or what I want the graphic novel to look like, the colors, and all that good stuff, right? And since it's 125 pages, that's a nice size graphic novel, right? So I'll be getting several of these as I fill these up. And actually, I kind of want to just, once you get into something, you just kind of want to buy like 5 of them. So that you can fill this one up and keep going or whatever. So I got this one from Hobby Lobby, and here in where I live, and I freaking love it. I love the weight of the paper, so I just wanted to show you what I was working on. This one I have, again, 2 that I'm working on. The first title is War of Angels. That's the bigger one that I've been working on, and it's all black and white. It's just line drawing, which I freaking love to do. I had bought 1,000,001, not 1,000,001, you know how we just overdo it, exaggerating, but I bought a load of Sharpies when I was doing that one. So I love Sharpies, and I buy them in 3 different sizes for the graphic novel. I do the fine one. This is fine point. And then there's like that medium size, and then that really thicker, bigger line. So I usually buy 3 different ones, but the small fine ones is what I use for the dialogue and sometimes the lining of the face and whatever. And if I'm trying to draw in their features, like their eyes and their hat and their clothes, I'll use the thicker one. But then I went and got all these that I showed you again before. Let me try to pick them all up in one hand. So my hands are big, I'm sure I can handle it. These colors. So it's like 1 black in there, which of course I'm glad I got Sharpies, because they always put 1 black in there and you use a lot of black. So there's yellow, there's red, there's orange, there's 2 different greens, there's blue, 2 different blues, like a light blue, a dark blue, a light green, a dark green, 1 brown, 1 yellow, 1 pink, 1 orange, 1 red, 1 purple. So there are the colors. And so I wish I had a nice tan color. I want some about 3 or 4 different browns for the people, and tans and beiges and things like that. So I'm gonna look to see if they have any other color, because I'm sure they do. I'm so sure of it. If not, get on it, people. So I was at work, and I take this to work sometimes because when we're slow, we can read books. Let me show you what I'm reading at work. I literally have not read this anywhere but at work. I tried to read some of it at home. I was like, no, I want to read that at work because it reads very fast. This is a book, of course, from the library that goes along with the lines of what I'm doing now with my library checkouts. If I own a book by the author, then I'll get another one from the series to prompt me to read the one I actually put money up for. So this is Abby Jimenez, and it's Life's Too Short. And I didn't know all these things about her, so I was reading the back like I normally do. This is Abby Jimenez. I'm sure that most of you have heard of her, especially the romance girlies who actually got me onto her. Abby Jimenez is a Food Network winner and USA Today bestselling author. She founded Nadia Cakes out of her home kitchen back in 2007, baking. The bakery has since gone to win numerous Food Network competitions and has amassed an international cult following. Abby's wry literary wit was sophisticated as the admin behind the hilarious viral comments on the now famous Nadia Cakes Vagode, I don't know, I'm sorry, Vageode. I didn't know what it said the first time I read it. Vageode? I don't know, cake. Abby loves a good romance, coffee, doglets, and not leaving the house. Man, as much as I don't leave the house, I should have 50 novels written already. But anyway, it's really good. And reading it at work, I'm on page 88. So what is it about? It's about this guy and this girl who live across the hallway from each other. He owns the building. He's a lawyer, and he's really handsome, like they always are. He's chiseled because he works out, and he's just fine as you know what, because that's what romance. I mean, is anybody ugly? Is anybody ugly in these romance? I mean, who falls in love with ugly people? Are we just leaving the ugly people out? Are ugly people reading romances thinking, I want to be beautiful like she is and find a beautiful man like he is? Is that the fantasy? Somebody let me know. Are there any romance books out there and the characters are not so good looking? They're fugly. They're freaking ugly. Okay, I want to read that book and I want to see the ugly people fall in freaking love. Okay. And do all the crazy stuff that these people be doing. Being rich. Everybody's got to have money. He's got money. He owns the building. He's a lawyer. He's making bank, right? And he's, anyway. And his neighbor, the girl, the interest in here, life is too short. She has, several female members in her family that die very young, like before 30 and so forth and so on. So, of course, she thinks she's going to die young also. And she does have something going on with her that is a life-threatening disease. So they're getting to know each other because they're across the hallway. But her job, talking about money, he got money, she got money, because obviously she lives in a building that he owns. And you know the building is nice because he owns it. And he's a lawyer. So then she's a YouTuber, a famous YouTuber who makes all kind of money. Right, and she's been going all around the world, traveling, trying to get in and live her best life before she passes. She's believing, since she's young, and all these family members of hers have died young. Now she's got a father who's seems like he's a drunk or whatever, and he's older. So obviously, it's just hitting the women. All right. She's also taking care of her sister's baby. Her sister is a drug addict, and. So she's got this beautiful, handsome lawyer, apartment owner, helping her with the baby, while she's going and looking for her father at this particular point that I'm at right now. And because an accident happened in the car that she bought him. So, yeah, it's really good. It's very interesting. It's definitely a page turner. This is something that if you concentrate and just do it in one day, this could be a Sunday short, even though it's over 300 pages. Let me see how many pages it is. It's just so freaking cute. It's stinking cute. Now I just because I moved my books, I haven't forgot about my goal. 350 pages, and then there's a reader group guide. So a reading group guide, it said. So this is literally 350 pages, like I just said, and I think I could finish this in a day if I didn't, if I just saved this for Sunday shorts. But this, again, is a book that I've been taking to work and reading for the last 2 days, and I am on page 88, and so that much got read. So I'll just read it when I don't have any calls, read about 2 or 3 pages when I'm on break, and I'll be wanting to just stay on break and be late. Literally, it's that good. It's so cute. She's very funny, hilarious, ha ha ha. You just smile and break out in laughter because of the girl. And he's just, I love how he's allowing her to be her authentic, kooky, funny self. And yeah, he's here for it because, of course, she's gorgeous, supposed to look like Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, everybody. I tell you, these people. I guess that's what the book is supposed to do in the romance world, is take you to a place where everybody's beautiful and got money. And even when they have money problems, they still got money. I hate them. I really do. That's not what I wanted to talk about. Or is it? Or why am I just turning on the camera? I don't know. DJ's in there taking a nap. I should wake him up and have him go. For the last week, actually more than a week, since I work where I work, I always pass this Red River, and I want to go to the Red River. So yesterday on the way home, I was trying to go to the Red River. They got all this construction going on, and I missed the exit. I was literally 9 minutes away. As soon as I missed the exit, it put 20 minutes. I just turned around and came home. And what was fascinating yesterday that made me want to go, because I've been wanting to go and I've been looking it up. And so as I crossed the Red River, this is Oklahoma, and Texas is right here. So you got the bridge. So literally, if you're on the bridge coming from Oklahoma, and this is the middle of the bridge, and then this is Texas. Just right in the middle, you can look at and see the Red River, right? There's somebody like in a speedboat going down the Red River. I was like, I never seen it because it doesn't have a lot of water in it. And because you can see the red mud and the red clay, and I want to come out there and just dig some up and make some clay and make some sculpture and paint on it or whatever. But anyway, long process. With all that said, I went to or tried to go to the Red River and missed the exit, and I don't want to travel in all that construction in the dark, so I took myself home. So I've been wanting to go to bodies of water recently, and I'm really missing living in Florida where I could just be feeling like this, wanting to go be close to a big body of water and know that it's only 30 minutes away to Tampa or 45 minutes away to Daytona Beach, or an hour and a half actually away from Daytona Beach from where we lived. 30 to 40 minutes from Tampa, depending on which side of the water you wanted to look at. Then, of course, Clearwater was 45 minutes away too, and that's my favorite beach in Florida for when you want to see a bunch of people. But there's loads of little beaches and nooks and crannies and that you can just go to and be there and just spend all day just sitting there, and maybe 10 people are out there, and it's just loads of sand, and you just don't see a whole bunch of people. You just see ocean, sky, and sand, and again, maybe 10 people and a few people walking by, and it's just spiritual. And I would have to drive all the way to Galveston. I ain't got time for that. I really don't. But I kind of want to book my room like I used to. And I know people always talk about Galveston water is dirty. It's the ocean. Don't get in it then. Don't go to Galveston. Stop complaining. People that constantly complain about Galveston, Texas, don't realize or spend any time in how cute that town is. It's such a nice beach town. I love the bookstores there. I go to the library there like I live there. I don't check out any books, but if I want to just sit there and read something, I can sit in that library for an hour and a half or whatever, and then go to the beach. And because I bought my own books, and then sit on the beach. And because I remember the last time I was there with my grandkids, I read Just Above My Head by James Baldwin, and now I'm reading it on my Libby app, or listening to it on my Libby app, which is listening and reading because I'm paying attention, okay? And even though I've read it before, and it's my favorite, one of my favorite James Baldwin novels, it's just amazing to also listen to. So there it is, and it's coming up, but anyway, I got so much stuff on my phone, it's just, everything comes up slow. Anytime I can't upload an app, I have to get rid of some books. Because some of the books are like 22 hours. This one is 17, 18, 19, 20, because I've listened to 2 hours and 56 minutes, and I got 17 hours and 49 minutes to go. So the narration is amazing, so I'm going to play a little bit for you. Hopefully it'll play, because again...
Here's my ass.
Ooh, he said...
But I was scared. My future dropped before me like a swamp. I clung to night school. I kept my job. I had one girl after another. But if there's no future for you, if fucking doesn't become something more...
Okay. Sorry. I didn't know it was going to be on that part. But anyway, I love the cover because my cover is so old and decrepit. But I don't care, and it's an amazing cover. And I remember, I took it to Florida because I still have pictures of me and my friend Tangela when we went to Miami together to see the all-women black comedy show. And Nene Leakes was the host, and there was so many good people. But one of my favorites, I forget her name, was Chocolate Brown something. She is so amazing. Melanie, I think her name is Melanie. She is amazing. She's one of the best out there. She should have, yeah. But anyway, she's amazing. Melanie Camacho, I think that's her name. She's freaking amazing. And Cheryl Underwood was there. So it was really a really good show. And Candy Burst and them were all in the audience, because Nene was there. So they were all there supporting her. So they can fight and argue and stuff on TV and reality drama. but they're all supporting each other in real life because they know that's how they're getting money. So of course they're going to network and be friends, and we don't know those relationships in real life. So anyway, I say all that to say is I took the James Baldwin book to Miami, and I also took it to Galveston, and that's where I finished it. Actually, at home here when I lived in Fort Worth. Fort Worth is right there. So I freaking love that novel. And if you guys have not read it, it is Just Above My Head, again, by James Baldwin. This is what it looks like on the Libby app, which is a library app. For those of you who don't know, for how I found out about it was here on BookTube and maybe Instagram a long time ago, but I think I first heard about it through BookTubers. And which one, I don't know. And you know I'm not going to link it below because I don't know. We can't remember and plug everything and everybody. And those of you who tried to do that, God bless you. It really helps. Because if I want to link, I know you the kind of person that's going to link it, and maybe you're getting some endorsement deals or something like I don't know, or maybe you're just that good at doing what you do. It is not a job for me. I'm not going to sign up for it. And if I link something, it's because that day I remembered to do it, and I thought you might like it. And I remembered to do it, and I wanted to take that extra step. Most days I just kind of don't, because once you just upload videos, I'm doing something else, and then when I come, I'll upload the video on my computer. I could be on my way to work in traffic, pull up YouTube. Oh, they all uploaded, so they're all on private. And then I just go, okay, let me go ahead and put that on public. Or I'll sit there and schedule them out so they can just go day by day by day. Do I hit in description and do all that? Only if I have time. Because, you know, you got life, and I got music to listen to, I got books to listen to, I got work to do, I got dishes to put in the dishwasher, I got plants to water that are being killed by the Texas sun. Most of my garden has died, and it's not due to the snake that we found in the garden. It's not due to the geckos. The geckos were eating the lettuce, and I got lettuce one time off of it and ate it, and everything else out there is either the sun is killing it, the peppers won't, nothing is growing and budding because they're just dying. They're just, like the sun is out high right now because it's after 2 o'clock, and it's just killing them. I watered them before high noon because I'm here. If I wasn't at here, I'd be at work. So when I come home from work, usually I water them, or I water them in the morning before I go. But I don't have all day to be sitting out there misting and spraying stuff or putting something over it, a curtain over it, or whatever. I wanted to put my little tent cloth in front of it so that it will still, because it's white, and the brightness would still be in there. But I'm not tall. I don't have a ladder. I need to get DJ to do it, maybe before next summer, because this summer is a bust. I still got some greenery out there. One of the pumpkin leaves is, most of them died. One of them survived and is vining off, but still no flowers, nothing flourishing forward because the leaves are really just getting burnt. The pepper is just growing, and it's tall enough that it should have sprouted something by now. But like right now, if I go out there, it's just like drooping because the sun is killing it. And I was putting cardboard in front of it every day to mask it, and that was helping a little bit. I ain't got time for the Texas heat. So I did buy some corn on the cob. This was back then, but I didn't plant it because I started reading about what little critters would eat corn on the cob. It wasn't no little critters. You know what likes corn on the cob that I don't have time for? Jumping over my little porch thing and getting to it? Raccoons. I can imagine me open that door and a raccoon just fly in here. Oh my God. I'd have to move. I'd have to just go to work and ask somebody, can I sleep over and go to work the next day with y'all, because there's no way I could fight a raccoon, and DJ would just have to call somebody and maybe stay in his room while they got it. Because I don't want him to get bit. I'm not trying to get bit, so we would just have to leave or hide out in the bedrooms. So I don't think I could make it back to my bedroom fast enough if that thing was chasing me. So that's that. And what else am I currently reading? Y'all, I'm telling you, you better get into these. I don't like when people say that. You better do this. Y'all better get this book. You better. I ain't better do not a dang thing. So anyway, that's me and my moodiness. I just don't like to be told what to do or suggested. But I'm suggesting it, and I'm not telling you what to do. But I'm just saying, this is really good. And I'm just telling which I'm currently reading, and I think you might like it. Seriously, I think a lot of people would like this. This is an actual true story, and I said this before, and I probably showed it several times. And I put it down. I was reading this at work too. And what happened, why did I stop, is because what I do normally, I start looking into it and deep diving and looking up this guy and the actual guy that wrote the book. I was looking up the prison system and stuff like that. I went down a rabbit hole as usual. And it's 4 days in 1971 changed the course of American history. And sometimes I'll put like what important events happened in 1971. I will literally go, what was the best song, a top 10 best song, top 10 best books, top 10 this, that, and the third, top 10 news articles, true stories, blood, crime, this, that, and the. I would just, to basically put myself into that timeline. Yes, I was alive in 1971. I was born in 65, so I was definitely alive. I was young, but I wanted to know what the country was feeling like what was being reported on the news, what was the music that was being played, what was the timeline look like, what was politics at that time. And this book, sent me on the deep dive, which truly is my number one reason for reading, is to, number one, of course, being little, it was all about reading for pleasure and fun and learning new things and just the way that, just the playful imagination or imaginative things that would happen in a book that didn't happen in your real life. So you pick up the book and read it as a child. And it continues on until you start wanting to actually learn something, or you do learn so many things by way of, and then you realize what type of reader you are. Oh, I really like to deep dive. I like to figure out who the writer is, why they wrote what they wrote, what was going on in their mind, in their timeline of events that was happening that shaped their world to make them write this. And of course, since this was a true story, I wanted to know what the social aspect in America was going on. So that's what I did. Anyway, so now I just need to finish it. I'm on page 73. Yeah, 73, like I was the last time I think I told y'all. And I'm still there because of the deep dive, and it was very interesting. So, no, I'm not going to put a link to all the things I found in the list and blah, blah, blah. Everybody can do that. So this is just a snatch of it. I'm not here to educate you. I'm not a teacher or a professor. Nobody's paying me to do this. So why should I show you everything that I did? I just told you what I did. And, why do I keep addressing that? Because sometimes when somebody asks, they go, oh, what's the link for that book? Or how did you find out about that? Or I went to the library and I saw it and it was a beautiful cover. I'm an artist, and this, I love yellow and black. Favorite color, black. I love yellow. And this black people, I wanted to know. The title is interesting. His name is interesting. And this is a true story, so I love it. And it had all the things that would make me just pick it up off the shelf. I have no other reason than that. And so this is one of the main reasons that I read, is for, all those reasons that I just listed. And what else am I currently reading? So these two, they both have yellow. So, hey, Miss Harmon, Miss Mildred Harmon. Actually, she is one of my old best friends' mothers, and for 3 years I was went to their house so much that that woman helped raise, anybody that came over there, because she did not play that. She did not play that. I mean, we took baths when we woke up. We took baths before we went to bed. We had the basement of theirs at their house that, we got to play down and watch TV and dance, do whatever we wanted to do. And then we had to come up. We had to cook breakfast. And you cut them bacon pieces in half. I mean, it was just a very structured household. I loved her. And again, I mentioned this before on the Facebook Live. She was the woman who stood up for me and went down to the, when I wanted to get baptized, she was like right there with me. So, and her favorite color is yellow. So that's why I mentioned that. So anyway, she had this yellow ceramic cat on her dresser in her bedroom. I remember that because she was smiling about it or something. I just remember seeing her face about that, talking about her favorite color is yellow. And I swear to God, if that did not happen in my memory, I just dreamt it up. But I don't. But I'm just joking. But because that did happen, and I'm sure she remembers. But she probably doesn't think I remember. You know how certain things stick with you, and then the other person will say, "I didn't know you remember that." I forgot all about that. Why is that so important to you? I don't know. It's just a memory that stuck out in my head, like with Stevie's mom. One of my favorite memories is like when he used to drive her car to pick her up from work, and I'd be in the car with him, and she used to work downtown Topeka, Kansas, and we would go pick her up, and there was one particular time that just sticks out in my head. She had on this kind of burnt orange suit. This woman was clean from head to toe all the time. And that suit stuck out in my mind. And just seeing her come to the car and walking, I was like, your mother is always clean. She was clean. Like, I used to love watching my mother sew together an outfit and go out in Kansas City and party. And she'd be clean. Looked like she got it out of Macy's or some, downtown shop or whatever. And she sewed it, and you could not tell that it was not store-bought. My mother was cold-blooded with the needles and thread, okay? So, and she was beautiful and gorgeous and had all that ridiculously long hair that she plaited up and put a wig on. Talking about protecting your natural hair. They were the OGs of it. So anyway, what else did I want to say? DJ, are you awake? I can't hear him snore, so he's probably up trying to drown out his mother talking to the camera because she ain't got no friends. I always say that, but I have friends. I don't have any friends here. The people that I make friends with here are people I work with. So that's friends by way of the fact that you both went and got a job and got hired at the same place and y'all became friends, which is fine because they're kind of your work family. You see them 5 days a week. But do we go anywhere with each other? Only one person that I was friends with or worked with have gone somewhere with. And actually we went a couple places. 2 times. Twice. That ain't nothing. Been here since 2008. It's 2025. I mean, you do the math. That's ridiculous. That's not a friendship. That's a... yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Amazon. Oh, my Amazon came out. Yeah, I need to use that. I ordered groceries from Amazon. I canceled my thing with Walmart. And the reason why I went back to even shopping for Amazon, I ain't gonna lie. It's handy dandy. And they have a Amazon fresh produce, whatever it's called. And when they delivered my groceries, okay, I will say this. I ordered, I had Walmart for like a year. And it was dirt cheap. And then this time that years went by, and then I signed up with Walmart and again, and I didn't have to pay for the service. It was like $14 before, but then I think when I first joined, it was like $7, and then it went to $14. And then when I rejoined, it was $0 a month, and you get your free delivery or whatever. The last time I ordered groceries from them, and I paid $0, it was 1 month. I ordered groceries a few times, and then the last time, the driver, I know she did it. She kept my eggs. I bought 2 18 count eggs, my bread, my milk, just all kind of stuff. She just kept, and so they're supposed to give me a credit. I have yet to receive it, and so I called in a complaint, and they said they did what they did, give me credits and whatever, and they said I could still shop and use my thing for the whole month. And I'm like, why would I? I don't trust your drivers anymore. And I used to get rotisserie chicken from them all the time, and then all of a sudden they can't deliver it, and it was just crazy. But I don't know, it's just whatever. So I started ordering for Amazon, and I only did it once, and it comes in these cooler bags for the cool and cold stuff. And so when I opened it up, it just felt like a refrigerator. Go Amazon, right? So if you got hot stuff, it's gonna keep it hot. If you have cold stuff, it's gonna keep it cold. Only thing is, you order groceries and I got 3 different shipments. And they did order, I pushed the wrong time, but whatever. It said from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. And it was here at 6 a.m. So yeah, I had to get up. It was on my day off, so I got to put up the stuff and go back to bed. But then the rest of it came on that Friday, which I was at work, and my son got it because he was here. So that's the only issue, is because it's like you're ordering and you get certain foods. Like I ordered hot sauce and it's still sitting in the shopping cart because it wasn't going to come until whenever. I'm like, whatever. It's like I want my hot sauce now. And so anyway, that's that. I don't got nothing else. Probably seeing beard and mustache. Let me get back to it. I guess this is doing its thing because and I gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. I need me a bottle of water to sit by and read and draw and maybe just shut up and stare at the water. But it's too freaking hot in Texas. The swimming pool's right out there. I'm not. I'll watch. That's what I do. I watch. And they be having fun. And I be sitting here watching. That's what needs to change. It's mostly families. Now let a whole bunch of single brothers I didn't say that.